say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me when I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mike, we're going to sign. Mike 5-4. Hey, ready?
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
We're going to sign.
54. Mike 54. Don't get nervous.
Check. Lady.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. Screenplay, McKinnon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive Linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
We're going to start. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You better be
a quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, Michel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Zip it. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 53. 53 for Mike.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man. Complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Brissett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after.
The board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 37. Check 37. Spot. No, 80. Spot. No.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Greystone travel.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Darnold from the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Brissett. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Play fake. Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
54. Hey, Delta. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
3 buzz.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Check Mike. Go.
Hey, watch him.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 39, Darnold, he finds McKinnon, complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, orbit.
Watch out, man, lady.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Darnold on first down. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer, check the backer. Young lady.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Young lady. Buzz.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
53 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
A first down throw for Brissett. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
53, Mike. Watch the screen.
Here's Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Michel. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
Down. Check 53. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 4. Check 4. Wait.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Big stop, D.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get.
Brashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, 83 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there. And that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett to Michel on the screen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're running it. It's Michel going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And some room. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Able to shake him off. Forced out to his left. Now and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now on second and 16. Brissett. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brissett. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
22, jet cover. 22. Let it go.
Now Brissett. This is White on the screen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Got it. 53. Mike. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
53 to Mike. 53.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
They go play action with Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go.
1st down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Got his man, that's Harry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. To throw is Brissett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's